I'm Amy Dunker at Clarke University. Welcome to Trumpet Quick Lessons. Hi, let's talk about mouthpieces. This is kind of the holy grail of trumpet playing. Everybody's always looking for the better mousetrap, so to speak. The trick to mouthpieces really is, it's just like shoe size. Everybody needs a different one for different purposes and for just the size and shape of your feet. The same thing with your mouthpiece. So if you go look online, and there's a ton of mouthpieces, and there's also the famous player signature mouthpiece. Just because the famous player signature mouthpiece works very well for the famous player, it may not work well for you. So save your money and look for what fits for you. The most common mouthpiece progression, most beginner instruments come with a 7C mouthpiece, and that's where some people stay. I know professional players that play on 7Cs. I've played on 7Cs. Then the progress, next larger one to go to would be like a 5C, and the next larger would be a 3C, and then the 1.5C. And what's larger is basically the bowl size and sometimes the bore size. If you're getting a good sound and you're getting flexibility and you're comfortable on it, stay on the mouthpiece you're on. If, like your shoes, you feel like you're constricted, the sound feels a little pinched, you can't get the things you want, you probably need to go up to a larger size, just like you would in a shoe. If you feel like you're in your dad's old boots, clodhoppers, when you were a little kid, remember putting your feet in and trying to walk, and you feel like you're trying to play in just a little portion of the mouthpiece and intonation is all over the place, you can't tune no matter what, every note's everywhere, you're probably in too big a mouthpiece. So you want to go back to a smaller mouthpiece. There are fantastic mouthpiece manufacturers out there. If you can get to the International Trumpet Guild Conference or Midwest Band and Orchestra Clinics, you'll find all kinds of places where you can try out various types of mouthpieces. I myself play on a Pickett mouthpiece, which is 2-piece, because you can use the bore, this size, and the cup come apart, so you can switch the characteristics of your mouthpiece without really switching the rim and the change of the mouthpiece. I like it really a lot, but you have to find your own combination. I'm not going to tell you what I play on because it may not work for you. So my advice is stick with the 7C, 5C, 3C, 1.5C progression and find what's comfortable and flexible for you and gets a good sound. And you can move around on it and gets good intonation. If you have a private teacher, they can help you find amongst the really gazillions of different kinds of mouthpieces out there. The other option would be if you're lucky enough to go to International Trumpet Guild or the Band and Orchestra Clinic or a music store that has lots of instruments, you can try out various mouthpiece combinations. But for the most part, 7C, 5C, 3C, 1.5C Bach mouthpieces. You will find knockoff mouthpieces on like Amazon.com that are really cheap. You think, oh, I'm getting a 3C really cheap. Don't buy those. Make sure they're a Bach mouthpiece because there's a consistency built in. The cheap Chinese ones you might find may or may not really be the same size, the right size. There's an inconsistency in manufacturing, and you don't know what it's made out of. It may not be real silver or real gold. You could end up getting sick from playing on the mouthpiece. So stick with the American manufactured Bach, stick with the mouthpieces that are manufactured by a name brand company. And good luck on your mouthpiece quest. If you have any questions, contact me at Clarke University.